Hello everybody. Welcome back. Let us begin. I have something interesting prepared for today. So this is something that was asked in the comments. It is about building up synergies. Um, More importantly, what are the different synergies between all the different types that exist? And I was thinking about it. It's a bit hard to make a video of it, but we'll try. And the reason why it's hard, it will require quite a lot of editing and preparations and doing a lot of copy pasting, creating images, and so on and so forth. So I decided to approach it a little different. I decided to make a little stream with it, and hopefully, if you have questions, you'll just ask me in the comments, and we can chat at the same time during this stream. I think that's going to be the easiest way for it. So in order to begin, let's just do one game, and then after I'll point out a little bit in that game about the possibilities and all of the my logic behind choosing the types that I'm choosing, or the synergies that I'm choosing. And then after this game, I'll go a little bit more in depth and in detail in terms of which synergies are actually compatible. We don't have music playing, so let's just get that going. All right. Now the mood is set. Let's take a sip of our tea. All right. So everything is good. Everything should look good, sound good. So that is great. In reality, in terms of how many synergies there are, you can pretty much combine anything and anything. You could have one of everything, and it still works. You will probably not have as much luck and success as you think you would, and I feel like the game sort of pushes you towards one direction or another. Also, if you're playing, let's say, ice, and you have, let's say, 3-4 ice Pokemon, the game is bound to give you ice chips, so you're more likely to succeed if you're going in with one type. So here, for example, I'm gonna start with an Umbreon just because it's a dark and support, great defender. And here are my choices. So I have grass right away, and I have the strong move type. This is a decent shop. I can pick up 3 of these. I'll put an Umbreon straight away. I cannot level up, so I'm just gonna keep this. So now the strong types, these are all of the strong type moves. Now you can max out only at 4, so you don't need to have all 5 of them. And out of these, you see, we have 2 grass. So if we are to play grass, it will be beneficial for us to play strong types. Now grass, in total, we have 5. We have only 5 grass, so the 6th one, that's going to be up to us to choose which one is going to be the 6th unit that we pick. So if we pick the 6th unit to be one of these, well, we can put a Dragonite. So that will give us the three strong move Pokemon, because we're going to have 1, 2, and 3, which is a decent synergy. You'll end up having a little bit of everything. It might not be the best synergy, but it is okay. Okay, let's go for Rapid Fire Scarf. Let's give this to Decidueye. What do we have? Okay, we have a second grass. I'll get you just in case. I will level up to put in my second grass and start getting grass bonus. Ooh, dark bonus. Dark bonus or grass bonus. Dark bonus every time. So now I have mostly dark. Now in the dark, there are only 4 Pokemon. And we have attack speed. So dark attack speed is a very good combination because you have 4 Pokemon, there's a lot of stuff to choose from. This is going to be unpleasant to fight. I'm just hoping we're going to be able to knock out at least one. So if you play with attack speed, you have now 1 dark, 2 dark in attack speed, and you have a total of 4 Pokemon, so the other ones you can pick who you want. Now you have support and the all-rounder between these. So you can then start looking for who do you want to have to complement your board. If you pick supports, these are your choices. If you pick all-rounders, these are going to be your choices. So now you can see that, okay, well, Urshifu is a great all-rounder, and Machamp is an all-rounder, so these are already fighting. So you can start thinking like, what if I combine Dark with fighting? And so on and so forth. So you have to kind of think of these combinations, and there are a couple like the Dark and the fighting. They have, they are, I think, well, Grass as well, they have 2 of the same type in there, together with water. Water has, let's say, 2 supports. Okay, we're not getting our stacks of dark, but we have a 2 loss streak. So it's I'm gonna re-explain all of this later on once we're out of the game, and I'm gonna be explaining. So right now I'm thinking of playing dark and maybe some grass. So the game is giving me dark, which is good. I'm not gonna level up here, I'm gonna keep it as is. I would want to win. You know what, I might level up, and oh, that's a bit too much. I just want to put in an extra grass. Okay, they leveled up as well, and it's funny that they leveled up because they're on a lose streak. So now that I want them to destroy my units, they're actually are not able to destroy a single one. Okay, such is the game. Such is the game. So let's try this out. Dark fighting. So you see, dark and grass have no synergy. So I can go for attack speed. This is always good. Attack speed and dark is always good. I can go for fighting, which is also good. So I will actually transition maybe into dark and attack speed, because grass, I'm not able to do anything here. You can see what the rest of the players are doing. So they're going for grass and strong move. They might switch afterwards. They're going fairy. They're going fairy. Fire attack speed. Okay. They got a fire chip. That's bad. They got a fairy chip. Fire, and they're doing dark attack speed, which is exactly like we do. So we got a psychic. No, that's not good. I don't like psychic at all. Let's take this, give it to our Umbreon. There's nothing here for us. I might want to... I think this one we're not facing the strongest people yet. Oof, if we're facing them, that's going to be pretty bad. Okay, we're not facing them yet. I believe next turn we're facing one of the best, one of the top 2 teams. Which means we will need to level up quickly and get a Unite move. So this item, what it does, it prevents us from being CC'd, and at the same time gives us a little bit more attack speed, I believe. Okay, so we ended up losing, but we knocked out almost everybody. Okay, this is good. We have a Unite move. I will roll a little bit. Lapras is better than Machamp. So now I have 2 supports. Might go for 3 supports. Gonna dump Machamp out. Oh, that didn't work? Okay. So if we moved Lapras a bit lower, that would have prevented Lapras from being targeted in the beginning, and would have been better for us. I need to check what the Hood does, because it is possible that Hood also gives us extra points for time. Oh, this is good. Okay, let's see. Attack speed, attack, special attack, immunity hindrance effect. Okay. So we're picking up one more, so this is also attack speed. I am going to keep the Lapras, because I want Lapras to heal, plus we're getting extra 10% HP. Even though I don't read Chinese by now, I kind of know what different icons mean. It will be a little hard to level up because we have 2 other players that are playing fire, so it's going to be hard to level up our Cinderace. Okay, we should be able to knock out at least one more now. So my board right now is going to be the 4 of these, Lapras, and maybe a Clefable. Maybe a Clefable. I'll need to see what I'm going to pick. Okay, this is very good. I like the jump kick on sorry, the fire kick, or whatever it's called, on Cinderace. This was a good shop. Fighting Dark is also a good combination, because like I said, you have 4 of these, and then you can have Urshifu with Machamp and Lucario, and then you just switch, once you have the T-Tar, you switch the T-Tar for Zeraora. Sorry, Zoroark, not Zeraora, Zoroark. Yeah, unfortunately we lose this. And it's unfortunate because our Cinderace targeted the Umbreon, so it kept on bringing Umbreon closer to them, and that's what made us lose. Okay, I'm gonna play one more round as is. And then I'm gonna level up. Really, we're playing somebody high up. Oh no, we're playing the bottom. Okay. Oh, nice. That was a big shield that we got. I need to change. I need to change and put the other moves on my Zoroark. Okay. The other move, what it does, it does a little CC. So this move, what it does a little CC. So since I'm going for this, I'm gonna have this, and then Upsell. I am looking for Absol now, but we have only 10% chance of getting Absol, so we're gonna we will not hunt for Absol just yet. Next round we will put in Zeraora to get ourselves an extra attack speed, and then hopefully we put in the Absol for plus 40% attack speed. I can put an extra ice. I don't really want fire. Maybe fire 2 is not bad. Or a drain crown. I'll put a fire. Okay. I want to get the Absol, so did it not register me pressing it? Okay, good. I got the Absol, so I'm going to put in the Absol. I would rather have an Absol instead of the Zeraora, purely because Absol gives me also Dark 3. Okay. Nice, we remove the Gossifleur. Okay. Another Absol, that's good. I do need to get a few more. Zeraora. I'm preparing Urshifu. Two reasons for Urshifu. It is a very strong Pokemon still, but also if I remove the Urshifus, my enemies will not get Urshifus, so that's important. Yeah, I think we dodged their Unite. Not this time. Come on. Come on, just take out a few more at least. Okay, we take out one more. Okay, I don't really want any of these. I wanted an anti-heal item, that's what I need. We're gonna give the crown proof of king, as they say. Let's put you in instead of... Okay. Wild charge. Ouch, Glaceon freezing, that's bad for us. The good thing with the wild charge is that every time we wild charge, it loses focus. It loses sight of our unit, so it stops attacking it. And by it, I mean the enemy. Okay, so at this point, we will probably have to put in one extra unit in there, and that will be Cleffa. Not enough. Okay, bye. Alright, so we're putting in Cleffa. That's okay. Because we need to have a little bit of a heal. Oh no. So fire, obviously, every time someone else plays fire, they always get the 2 fire chips, and I don't get anything. With fire, the problem is that it reduces our heal potential and it damages us over time. So fire 5 is pretty dark. I might switch Lapras for the Zeraora. It gives us 20% more HP at a detriment of our attack. I would need a T-Tar, but unfortunately I don't have a T-Tar. Okay, let's try. Let's try. Let's try like this. Our Lapras is too weak, is not able to do what it's supposed to do just yet. Okay, they came closer to us. That's good for us. Oh no. Oh, they lost and we won? I thought we lost and they won. Sometimes this game is fun. Sometimes this game is very fun. Okay, I need another Absol. And Urshifu. So they are almost, so they're playing the same thing as we do, but they have 2 EVs. So they're playing with EVs and they have an Urshifu with a Unite move. So that's pretty much GG. So Glacian instead of Cinderace would have been good as well. Let's switch the Rapid Fire Scarf and give him this. Okay, I don't think this is happening, but also powering up my Zoroark is not super smart. Okay, we have T-Tar. Switching the T-Tar. We are with number 1. Yeah, number 1 place is gonna destroy us. If we had at least anti-heal, if we had. Oh, and that's it, we're out. If we had the anti-heal at least, would have been better. But alas, we did not have it. So here, so these are the bonuses we had. Not great. The reason we lost was because, I'll show you in a second. The reason we lost was because we only had 3 2-stars and 3 1-stars. So this is pretty weak. If you look, everybody else, they had mostly 2-stars, some 3-stars, and very few 1-stars. So that was one of the reasons we lost. And overall, let's go through now the combinations. So the synergies, they're good, but they're not a solve all. If you know what I mean. So if you had to pick between whether you want to have synergies or whether you want to have strong Pokemon, I would probably lean towards leveling up your Pokemon, because your synergies are based on percentage of your damage. So if your Pokemon is weak, let's say it's a 1-star versus 2-star, even if you have a 40% the synergy, it's as much as if you had nothing, but instead of a 1-star you had a 2-star. So that's why it's important to have the right Pokemon, but at the same time you need to try to level them up, which is quite obvious. So now here, I know everything is in Chinese, so it's going to be a little bit hard. And um, there are, let's go by type first. So this is fire type, and fire type, as you can see, they're all three different subtypes. Now, some types have only 3 types. Some types, I think this one is water, have 6 types. So if you want to play water 6, there is no way you can add anything else because you don't get a water chip. So you have to play these. But within the water type, you automatically get 2 support. So you will get a water 6 plus 2 water supporters. It is not, I would not say it's the greatest of combinations, but water 6 tends to be quite good. The wave is pretty damaging, and it removes CC as well from you, as well as does damage to your enemy, which towards the later part of the game is very helpful. But it's not the best. It's definitely not the best. Like you probably saw in my tier list, it is in a AB tier about. Now, if we go to some other type, like grass type, you can get a grass chip, and like I said, you only get 5 Pokemon, and the 6th one you can now balance out to get a combination. For example, you have 2 strong move types. Now, if you go for a strong move type Pokemon, you can now, the 6th one can be, wait, where is the strong move type? Nope. Is it this one? Nope, this. Everything is in Chinese, so we'll get it. Okay, it's the last one. Okay. So, strong move type, you already have these 2. So now you can put in something else, like a Dragonite. The good thing about Dragonite is that it's a dragon type. So, if you put in as your 6th one Lucario, well, you don't get any bonuses from the fighting. But if you put in a Dragonite, you do get extra bonuses from the dragon type. So that's so those are like little quick benefits. Electric, you automatically, even though there are 3, you automatically get the 2 special attackers. Oh, I pressed it in. That's pretty cool. So I chose over there on the right side related combination. So here you have the what can be combined with it. So obviously you have the electric type, but at the same time you have Espeon, Glaceon, Gardy, and Pikachu. So if you're playing your 3 electrics, then you can add to it an Espeon and a Gardevoir, and now you also have 2 psychic. So now that makes it 5 Pokemon, and now you can go and see, well, if I'm adding a psychic, what else can I play? What else is a psychic? So then you can say, well, I'm going to play a Mime because it's a nice front line to have. Or you can play a Delphox because Delphox is also a psychic, so it also gives you a nice combination. So that's how you have to think. But also some types like let's see, Ice 4. Ice is so versatile. I'm gonna come back to Ice in a bit. Fighting is versatile as well. Psychic. Okay, so you have Psychic and you have Psychic 4. Now you might want to combine it with something else, right? So if you want to play purely Psychic and you want to go for Psychic 4, you then want to see that what is going to be your other 2 Pokemon, and then you have either EVs or fairies, or you have fire. Now fire, you know that there are 3 fires, so that means you can put the 2 more fires, and right away you have 4 psychic, you have 3 fire. You're probably going to end up getting a chip or 2 of fire or psychic, so you will build up your units, which is great. You have to always be careful of your frontline backline combination. If when you're playing a fire psychic, and I've done that before, you're only relying on Mime and Charizard as your front line. So, and they don't really have much of synergy with anything else. So therefore you are you're much weaker towards an Urshifu or a Lucario or one of those divers. So you have to be careful. And there's only 2 bodies in the front line, so they get hammered down quickly, especially that Charizard is not really a frontline unit. Mime is a okay frontline unit. Since the nerfs, it's became much weaker. Its Unite used to be great for frontlining. Now it's not that great anymore. So yeah, so you have to be careful. Now Fairy, on the other hand, Fairy you can have a Fairy is a great filler. It's not great anymore on its own, but if you have, let's say, Psychic and you pair up with 2 fairies, the good thing there is that one of the fairies is an Eevee. So now you have 2 Eevee, 3 fairy, and 4 psychic. So that's already a pretty decent combination, because 3 fairies will give you right away your Zacian 2 stars. So those are some great combinations to have, and you will have a decent front line if you're having, let's say, a Cleffa or a Jigglypuff early game. You will have 3 frontliners. You're gonna have your Jigglypuff, which is a support. You're gonna have your Mime, and you're gonna have your Zacian as your frontline meat. So that's a pretty decent combination to play with Psychic, as well as you get 2 of special attackers, which is 10% more damage. Not that great. I would probably go if you go 4 of these, your Espeon is just going to be doing so much damage. So if you're going 4 special attackers, let's say you have Espeon, you have Gardy, you have Zapdos, obviously, Pikachu or A9. I would probably get Pikachu rather than A9, but they're like, it's arguable. They've been buffing A9 a little bit, so it's been getting better. So that's another combination that is pretty strong, but you are going to be very weak against divers. So your positioning, how you place your units on the map, will have a big effect on your whether you win or lose. Rock, just don't bother with Rock for now. They need to add a few more Pokemon. Like I said in my tier list, you have the lowest and the highest tier. So in your middle game, up until you start getting your Titars, this is just going to be a waste of space. Crustle is I've seen people do okay with Crustle as a meme game, but yeah, that's just a solo unit. Gengar, solo unit. Dragonite, Dark. Okay, so Dark, you have a few good combinations to combine with Dark. I believe Dark right now is probably the strongest in the game. It is so good. It is so good. Dark and attack speed is probably the best one out there. Attack speed in general is good because, like I mentioned, you have the faster you attack, the more attacks you perform. The more attacks you perform, the more moves, the faster you can use your moves, and the faster you can use your moves, the better it is, because that's where you do your damage. So it is definitely great, and it has a T-Tar 2-star with a Unite move and a right set of items. It is just demolishing. It is demolishing. I've lost so many late games just to a T-Tar with 2 stars. It is very strong. So definitely something to look at. All-rounders. Now you automatically, if you're playing this, you automatically are gonna have your 2 attack speed, so that's a 10% attack speed buff. It's pretty decent. If you move with the all-rounders at the same time, let's look at a different all-rounders that we can have. You are looking at Urshifu, you're looking at Urshifu and Machamp, right? So that will give you already 3 all-rounders and 2 fighting types. Now all-rounders, the good thing is that it's a life steal. So you basically recover for every damage you do. So if you have, that's already 3 all-rounders, and with 4 of these. Now normally what I would do is the Zoroark is the weakest of them all, so I would drop Zoroark and pick another all-rounder in its stead. And if we look at what other all-rounders we have, where are my all-rounders? here. Charizard is a great all-rounder. Leafeon, not that great, but if you go with Leafeon, you get 2 EVs. So now you have 2 EVs. You have, I think I had a game like that a while back, so let me just see if I can retrieve it. You get so many bonuses. You have 4 all-rounders, you have 2 EVs, you have 2 fighting, you have 3 dark. Dark, the benefits is not so much like 3 or 4. Obviously there is a jump between 3 or 4, but you get so many. If you accumulate your 60 points, I believe you get the 60% more damage on a T-Tar. Imagine that. That's just nuts. That is nutty. Let's see where. So these are 2 all-rounder, 4 all-rounder. So you see, so this is something I was playing around with. So 4 all-rounder, 3 fighting, and 2 fairies. I don't remember this game, but I don't think it didn't end well, because I went into lose streak and I couldn't come out of it, unfortunately. It happened. Oh no, it happens. There was, I believe on my channel I have a video of when I was playing against Zacian, was it? Okay, let me just find another all-rounder set. No, this one I couldn't get anything online. This is my fire attempt. Every time I try to play fire, I always lose. It's just fire is not for me. Oh, so fighting all-rounder, 5 fighting, 4 all-rounder. This was just an unstoppable with the Snorlax in front. This was just unstoppable game. So you have also some of these combinations, like you see I have 2, 2, and 2, and 2. It is not, I would not advise going this way. Yeah, I ended up being second, but I would not advise going this way because you end up not having any synergies. Only 2 synergy is 10% of something. 3 synergies is already 20% of something. So you get a lot more just for adding an extra third one. Let's see. Ice is always great. I don't have. There was one great example of. This was a funny game. I think I have that one in video. Okay, this is the max I can go. So 4 all-rounders, 4 fighting. It is a decent combination. It's pretty strong. So let's go back and finally let's talk about ice. So why do I like ice? I'll explain to you in a second once my game starts loading. Okay. So ice, you have 4 Pokemon and all of them are of different speed. The 2 of the Pokemon though have double class. So water, ice, like you saw in my video, you can build up with 1 chip. You can have 5 ice and 4 water. It is pretty good. You could, if you get a sorry, that was with 2 ice chips. You could potentially, not that I would recommend, this is a question of which one you want more. You want more ice and play with Articuno, or you want wave and play with water. You could build it the opposite way, and you can go with water 5. You cannot get water 6 and ice. You can go with water 5 and ice 3. No, ice 4. You can go ice 4 and water 5. You drop your Mammal for let's say a Blastoise or another water type, and now you have a nice combination of water and ice. You don't have Articuno, but you have a wave, and you have 2 attack speeds because water also has an attack speed. Water has another support. Water has okay, they don't have these. So if you drop your A9, you put your Mamo, so now you have 2 defenders, 2 support, 2 attack speed, uh, water 5, ice 4. You're gonna get a lot of bonuses, a lot of bonuses. So this is my little guide on how to match. In general, like I said, all-rounder with dark and fighting, great. Dark fighting match up pretty well. Ice and water match up very well. They make strong builds. So hopefully this helps, and leave me a comment if you think this was a good explanation. Maybe I'll try to make it into a video after with a little bit more descriptions, maybe some pictures. Unfortunately, we don't get statistics yet for this game, which is something that I usually rely on in any game. So until we get statistics, this is probably the best I can help you with. All right, that is going to be all for me for tonight. Thank you very much. And